I guess we can start talking. All right, welcome everybody to the this is going to be the round of six, or I guess it's quarterfinals night between Investigation File and Bands for M&K. I am joined here with my good friend J Tier. J Tier, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I just got done casting an excellent match between Certainty and who was it? Big Baller. Where Certainty was able to come out on top 8-7. So we're just waiting for the last player of Bands for M&K to join the game, and we'll be able to get right underway here. So looks as though our map will be Villa, which I think it's an interesting choice. Villa is a map that we've seen IF play quite a lot, and it's a map that I think they're very proficient on, and I think that Bands for M&K really felt like made a mistake by letting it through the ban phase.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting seeing IF play this game, considering it does look like they do have a couple subs in, so it's going to be interesting seeing them without their full starting roster playing this match.
Well, I think that this actually is their full lineup now. As I think Azur, I think they've changed it to Azur, Vivid Giddy, Razor, and Inrio. They've picked up recently Razor 4 instead of Feeds. So it's interesting to see that they're going to be doing that, but possibly for the best. Is I Am Razor is really showed up in the last Go4.
It's definitely going to be exciting seeing them with this whole new lineup going into this match.
Mm-hmm. So we're just going to wait to see what will be going on here. Looks as though someone's actually being protested right now, so oh, they opened up a protest for everybody being M&K. Okay. So that's actually really unfortunate, as I mean that's gonna hold things up quite a lot here as we wait for this match to get underway.
And what's that? Banned from M&K protesting against Investigation File?
No, it's I guess Bands from M&K got protested from their last matchup against let me look. Against, this is so messed up. Against West Coasting. So I guess West Coasting protested against Ban from M&K for everybody being M&K. So it's quite ironic that they were protested for that reason, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. So I guess we're just gonna wait for that to get underway, but looks as though everybody actually has readied up. So hold on. I gotta tell this guy my Twitch. Make sure he's able to tune in. I'm just gonna wait for like half of the team from IF to ready up, and then I'm gonna start it. Or I'll ask Vivid, I guess, if they're ready. And yes, it looks as though 95 actually did just lose. So, I think, did they?
Yeah, I'm seeing that in chat.
Oh, hey, Tito's has got his own command for me in his stream, so that's a bet. Thank you, Tito's, for that. I'm gonna check to see, are they ready? Did I get a message? Okay, they're ready. So we will be getting right into things here with our map on Villa. So will be interesting to see. Again, how this map is going to play out is, I mean, again, it's a map that IF, and we've seen IF like excel on this map quite a lot, especially in recent past. But again, the band's gonna start to come out here for looks as though it will be Banned from M&K selecting first, and they will ban the Maverick, which, I mean, it makes sense for Villa. It's a map where Maverick can be very influential, especially in the for a lot of the bomb sites, especially like with Master and the Vault for Aviator.
Yeah, and up next is the IF ban. So we're looking for they're going to go with the Montang.
That's interesting. I mean, that's something that I guess they're assuming a ban for MNK to do that, like, or to use that a lot. I guess I'm not really too sure what the point of that ban is, but I mean,
that could be something where IF knows that the ban for MNK has a Montang main on their team, so they could be target banning on a specific player.
Very true. And we will also see a Mira ban, and I would imagine that our last ban is probably going to be something along the lines of a Maestro or an Echo, possibly. Maybe even a Legion, but no, actually the Clash. So actually 2 of the shield operators going to be off of the board here. So again, going to be getting right into things is, again, we will have bans for MNK versus Investigation File, and it's going to be an excellent matchup here, I would say, between these 2 teams.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Both teams have some very excellent players that we've seen perform very well in Go4s in the past. So either way, whichever team it goes towards, it's going to be an exciting matchup.
I agree. And again, if you're just tuning in, my name is Razors, and I am joined by Jade Tier, so we will be your entertainment for the next hour or so.
And entertain we will.
Ugh. So it looks like we're gonna be starting off here with the with the trophy hold. So that's I mean, that's a standard first site for most teams. Is normally you will see the normally you see trophy or aviator be the main site, but with the Mira banned, aviator just won't be as useful, I would say, or as productive to start this out.
Yeah, I would agree. Definitely the right pick going trophy first here. Without that Mira pick, it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see some nice Maestro placements, putting that up in the master bedroom to deny the Thermite, hopefully.
Yeah, and it's likely that we're also going to be seeing a impact trick as well. As it looks as though they're actually not going to be opening up the main wall just yet, but it looks as though the attack will start to come out from Investigation File. It looks as though they're going to be attacking from the master bedroom, as they pretty much always do, and they're going to be putting Inrio on this main astronomy window, and he's going to get a very early kill onto Crikey, so that will be the Legion actually taken out quite early on here. So it's interesting to see that the Legion was exposing himself quite much to that window. As it looks as though there actually is going to be an Ella of UJG going to be playing inside of Closet here, the walk-in closet. It does have a castle barricade to help him, but will be a powerful position. As we did see this work earlier on for I believe it was, I forget who it was, but it was Lethal Gamage who was on the Ella. It looks like the aggressive peek from UJG is going to take down Azur, so the Hibana taken out. That's the only hard destructor on the board, so that's going to make this push a lot more difficult, as it looks as though the castle has also been downed, possibly by the Blackbeard on the astronomy window, so it's essentially a 2v4 now for the attack.
And we're going to see Vivid pushing up in a bathroom. He's going to be trying to get that finish up on the placement playing that castle. He's not going to manage it, though. We're going to see Razor droning out for him. He's going to see that the site is clear, except for that Maestro sitting in the corner, ready to take a pick.
And again, the push does start to come out, as looks as though I Am Razor going to possibly push through bathroom with the rest of his team, as Inrio still is positioned on the astronomy window. So again, rotation is going to be successfully cut off, and just a lot of drone work coming out here, as it looks so Giddy finally going to decide to be putting down the diffuser, as the cover is going to come out from the Blackbeard along with the Buck, who has made his way all the way inside of Statue, and Inrio and Vivid with 2 quick kills going to leave just the castle, who was positioned below of placement, to walk up the west stairs, or the east stairs, red stairs, and possibly take back onto site. But in a 4v1 with the Blackbeard, it doesn't seem like this is going to be very likely, and placement on 50 HP is probably just going to save the KD, but no, Giddy from behind will take down placement. So that's the first round on the board here for IF, as they take round number 1.
It was a beautiful push by Investigation File, in my opinion. Even though that Hibana got picked early, they still managed to get in, and I really think that Castle Strat kind of bit Ban for MNK in the butt there.
I agree with that. So it looks like we're going to be seeing yet again, actually they're going to be switching it up here, so they're going to be going over to Aviator and Games Room. So switching it up, and possibly for the best, as it didn't seem like their hold on trophy and statuary was very successful.
And we're going to see a swap out from Thatcher to an IQ, most likely for those Echo drones, hoping to get those out of the picture, and Bandit for a Maestro. So there won't be anything stopping that Hibana from getting through those walls.
Yeah, and it looks as though Crikey going to be using one of those impacts early on, so the impact trick going to be a lot harder if they do decide to do that, but I mean, I can't imagine at this point that there will be a thought process for bans for MNK.
And it looks like we're going to see a bulletproof camera placement in that long hall, as well as a Maestro, hoping to deny that access straight into Vault with that Hibana from the window.
Exactly, and again, I'm gonna imagine, especially without the Mira, that we will be seeing, yes, exactly, a study take from IF. Is there going to be that's something that they normally just ban out the Mira, which they have in this case, and they use it to push through through study and astronomy, or through master, depending on what the site is. But again, Inrio on the Blackbeard, aggressively getting onto the study balcony, will start to make his push towards the site, as they will be droning out the Jaeger. So placement on this deep room downstairs will get found very quickly, and that's going to cause for I Am Razor to try to chase him down, but it looks as though the Jaeger will choose to rotate deep down into the depths of the basement. So will be a tough chase if they decide to go after him. But again, just about 45 seconds into the round, and the attack starting to make its form onto Study, as Inrio is just going to be burning out a few of the ADSs as they wait to make their push in.
And it looks like Inrio is getting ready to push into that door. He's going to be first in with that Blackbeard shield right in front of his face, ready for a gunfight, as well as Razor coming up the main stairs, hoping to get an early pick. Looks like he's going to take out that bulletproof cam, though. And they're going to be in the drone part right now.
Yep, and again, the pellets will be coming out from Azura, so because there aren't the holes for the impact, he's able to just place all of these on the main wall, and that will make that bar wall a lot harder to play behind. As Inrio is going to get aggressively in behind the open wall, but placement gets a kill on the roam onto the IQ. So the booty of the Echo just spotted out barely from Inrio, but he won't actually be able to get the shot, but could actually go for the floor, or through the billiards table, as he actually does to get the down, I believe, yes, onto UJG. So not sure what he was doing there, but that's going to be an easy kill for Inrio. So now it's a 3v4, as there was a pick onto the Ash of I Am Razor. So again, gonna have to start making this push onto the main bar, as Inrio is gonna start to make his way through, crouch walking just behind the bar. The Maestro doesn't seem to be aware that the Blackbeard has made his way in, so this could possibly be an easy kill for the Blackbeard, as it looks so sent here. I'm gonna go for a few wallbangs and possibly a pre-fire onto the Buck of Vivid, but will choose to step back and use one of those stim pistols. The grenade gonna come out from Vivid. Gotta think that might have been a little bit of a miss throw there, but 40 seconds left. Inrio still positioned inside of bar, looking for any picks that he can get. But again, man advantage in favor of the defense, and a great flank possibly from placement. But it looks as though Azur is ready for it, and an excellent flank watch from Azur as he cuts down the Jaeger. So a 3v3 now with 20 seconds, as All Cap will get that kill onto Azur, crawling through the Maestro, the Hibana hole. But looks as though Inrio gonna get an excellent kill there onto All Cap, but Sentier takes down Vivid. So it's a 1v2 now for the Blackbeard, as he tries to find the angles onto those players inside of Vault, but the excellent flank coming out from Sentier is going to cut down Inrio, but no! Inrio gets an excellent kill and possibly going for one more onto the Legion inside of Vault, but no. The Doc actually able to pick himself back up, so it wouldn't have even mattered if he got the kill onto Crikey. An excellent round from Bands for MNK.
Yeah, Inrio just barely lost that. If he would have had a few more seconds, I think he could have pulled that round for the win for Investigation File. Just not lucky enough, unfortunately.
Exactly, exactly.
And we're going to see a Tachanka picked, so that's the 6th pick already eliminated because he's obviously going to have to 6th pick off that.
Unless they've got some crazy strat for Tachanka, which, I mean, it's obvious that they don't, because, I mean, who does have some craziest strat for Tachanka? But still, looks like we're going to be seeing a couple 6 pick as we'll see the Jaeger and the Zofia come out, so... two excellent 6 picks. The Zofia is going to be useful, I mean, for those castle barricades, along with the barbed wire, I guess, that Sentir and UJG will be bringing to the table, so... Again, looks like they're not going to be opting for the standard impact trick as they don't have any shotguns to open up this wall. I honestly find it really interesting that they don't decide to do that because of how strong that can be. But again, Investigation File is bringing the Habana, so that does make it a little bit more difficult to impact trick at such a low level.
Though they don't have the Thatcher or a Maverick or anything, so it is possible if Placement wanted to bandit trick the Habanas off to deny that master bedroom access.
They do, however, have the IQ, so you gotta imagine that they're gonna be putting, I believe it's Giddy, yeah. Giddy will be going possibly from below to use that that electronic sensor to, it's actually called a cassette threat. I never knew that that was what the Elite Skin gadget was called, a cassette threat. Interesting. They will be using the cassette threat to possibly go below, but it doesn't actually seem like that will be what's happening. But you gotta imagine that someone is going to be able to get from below and open up those holes so that the batteries will get off the wall. So the IF is just too coordinated for it to look over something that easily.
Yeah, I agree. And we're going to see some drone plays out here, droning out the closet so they know that that's clear. They're going to be checking the bathroom, hoping that nobody's there. And it looks like that Ban from MK is just going to be giving up master bedroom and bathroom and holding it from astronomy instead.
It looks like an early nitro cell from the Bandit of Placement will take down one of the shields from Inrio and just about 75% of his HP. So that's a big portion of Blackbeard's health and a face shield off the board. So that's a good that's a good pick off the board. I mean, health and the shield.
And we're going to pick that Echo drone pretty quick there. Nice eyes from him, seeing that.
Exactly. So the Echo drone will be taken off the board, and again, it looks as though the grenade's going to be coming up from Buck. So that will be the way that they're going to get those batteries off the wall. So again, excellent play from the Buck of Vivid. As I mean, Buck is an operator that we see him play like just about every time there's an attack on pretty much anything. Again, it looks as though Crikey has made his way inside of statuary room, so if left alone, could possibly get an easy kill, but no, it looks as though I Am Razor making his way inside of Astronomy will get the first kill for his team onto Crikey, and Giddy gets a kill for himself onto UJG. I Am Razor gets a second onto All Caps, so now it's just up to the Bandit and the Jaeger. Placement making his way back up the Astronomy stairs. Sentir gets an excellent kill onto I Am Razor, but Placement with two actually onto Azure and Inrio, but can't find the kill onto Vivid, as Vivid just hits the headshot perfectly. So an excellent attack and almost an excellent clutch there from Bands for MNK.
Yeah, like you said before, Investigation File is just way too well coordinated. These attacks for them it's like looking at the back of their hand. They know it too well.
Exactly. This is a map that Investigation File, I mean, like I've said at the beginning, it's a map that they've practiced a lot, and it's a map that they've excelled on quite well.
Yeah, they've definitely taken familiarities with this map, considering a lot of people will try and get this one out of the way nice and early so that they don't have to worry about playing it, but Investigation File tends to lean towards it, I've seen.
Yeah, like you said, normally we see teams that choose to ban maps that they're not comfortable with, and normally teams are scared of like new maps to rotations, as we see normally with Pro League. Normally you'll see like teams like G2 just ban out the new maps because they don't want to play them. They don't want to have to deal with the unpredictability. They like their their ability to predict what's going to happen on a map. But Investigation File taking things into their own hands and just really working this map through thick and thin to try to get the strats down.
Yeah, we definitely see them try and go for those maps that a lot of people are uncomfortable with playing, because they will just rely on their chemistry, their teamwork, and their gun skill to win those rounds for their team.
Exactly, and it looks as though Inrio, caught watching a little bit of anime mid-game, will be AFK for the first couple seconds as the rest of his team starts the attack onto what I can imagine will be the master bedroom, which is quite typical for most teams. It looks so Azure actually going to be having some of those Hibana pellets taken off of the wall, as it looks as though the excellent bandit trick, not the bandit trick, the shotgun coming out from Sentier will take that out. And it looks like actually we're going to be seeing a push through the pantry, which it's a weird push to do, but it can work out quite well if the attackers are coordinated enough to hold the right angles and get the holes open from above. And I'd imagine we're going to be seeing Inrio possibly repel onto that window, but no, he looks like he'll go upstairs. So top floor control actually already in the hands of the attackers very early on here, as we're just a minute into our round. But again, the Echo Drone is going to be doing a lot of work from the intel perspective, as we see placement go for a rotate up the main stairs and could possibly get an easy kill as he rotates all the way over through study. The attack is going to be positioning themselves actually towards the back stairs now, so I'd imagine we're going to see Azure open up this wall, yep, right here into kitchen, and this will be exactly where the push comes from, as he has 2 more pellets left. But the impact trick could possibly come out from the Legion, but no, he is not in the right position to deny those pellets.
And I believe if IF decides they want to push site, they might take it very easily, because it doesn't look like that the defenders have too many people on that site.
No, the closest person is Sentier, and he's all the way over in pantry, so they could possibly get an easy plant in this corner and just hold the rotations from those defenders from above. But just the drone work not coming out just yet for IF, as they're just waiting for the right moment to make their attack happen. As again, pulls from above being held, and I Am Razor here looking to possibly make his way through this castle barricade, as yet again more drone work coming out here from the attacking squad, as Enrio is trying to find where that smoke went, but it looks so Smoke has positioned himself close on the wall here, or is on the Echo Drone, but still on the main stairs. He might have a pre-placed smoke canister, as placement gets the excellent flank onto Giddy, so that's the IQ taken down. Still have the buck to deal with from above, so we'll have to go for that push eventually. But again, Echo here has his drone positioned perfectly for this stop, but Azure is going to have to come off of that diffuser, as he does get smoked out, and the excellent double kill from Crikey is going to find Inrio and Azure, and Sentier finishes off Razor with the smoke canister, leaving just Vivid in a 1 versus 4, but he'll only be 1 versus 5 actually, as he does find 1, but is unable to find anybody else. So an excellent defense there from Bands for MNK, as they forced IF to stall out on their attack. And when you force IF to stall out, there's and you take away their strategy, I mean, it's normally you see them come back from situations like that, but it's very hard for any team to do come back from something like that.
With that denial from the Echo as well as the smoke, it was just way too hard for that late round plant to go down, as well as the flank from placement to throw the team off and get them worried that they're still going to get flanked from him, even with that 20 seconds remaining.
Exactly. So looks like we're going to be seeing again Aviator and Games Room come out from Bands for MNK, as they look to go up 3-2 here against IF. Something I didn't think that would happen, especially on Villa, and especially with the attack especially with IF's attacks being as coordinated and as successful as we've seen in the past. I mean, I know that Villa is a defender-sided map, and I mean, it's obviously proving here, so it's likely that we may see IF make their comeback on their own defense. But as of right now, it's Bandfrom and K that I'd say it has control of this match right now, but again, you never can count IF out of anything.
Yeah, definitely not. Every round that we've seen IF come on top of has been a fairly close round, I think, excluding the first one that they won. So this is going to be an interesting defense considering how it went last time.
Exactly. And we'll be seeing again the exact same attack from IF as they're going to be pushing on to the study balcony in Rio. And it's something else that's interesting about IF is that they bring the exact same attackers almost every single round. The only difference this time being Razor actually on Sledge, who will actually light up the Jaeger that should have been actually a free kill for I Am Razor, but the Jaeger just gonna barely make away with still about 50 HP. So UJG got quite lucky, I'd say, from that.
I'm definitely excited to see Razor switch out that Zofia for the Sledge, because I do know that Sledge is one of his preferred operators. He's very comfortable with Sledge, so I'm excited to see how he performs this round with one of his favorite operators.
Exactly. And again, the attackers trying to make their push onto study is they do have control of it, but they're just waiting for the intel from the droners to confirm that there's nobody is going to be bandit tricking this spar wall. So Azura is going to be easily able to open it up, and Enrio just looking for those echo drones did spot one just sitting on the floor. But again, excellent angle play from the defenses. They've got Maestro on the Alda, but looks as though possible aggression there from UJG as he will get found out by Azura. So the excellent wall bang through the billiards table will take down the Jaeger. So man advantage early on here for the attack, and I Am Razor does see the head, and an excellent pre-fire there from I Am Razor as he just barely spots the tip of the head of the Doc. But Azure trying to make his way in through the bar hole will get downed actually by the Maestro, but Inrio gets an immediate repack onto Crikey as Razor gets right in, and Inrio gets the flank watch of placement on the Echo. That was crazy. That round seemed like it was super close until it wasn't, and then IF just ran away with it.
That round appeared to be over before it began, considering I think that investigation file didn't like the way that the last round went, so they had to come out strong and show who's boss in this match.
I agree, and that attack really showed the dominance of investigation file on a map like Coastline or Villa.
We're going to see it going Aviator Game Rooms yet again with, it looks like the same lineup, so hopefully they can perform a little bit better this round than they did last.
Exactly, and looks like we're actually going to be seeing the Thermite from Azure, so that's going to be interesting as they're reading into the fact that Bandfrom and K isn't trying to do any, I just tried to do that with my keyboard, wow, is going to they're reading into the fact that Bandfrom and K is not using any sort of impact trick at all. They're not opening up the walls, like the little spaces above the reinforcements to use those impacts to stop the Hibana pellets and or the thermite charges. So going on to the thermite is just going to allow for a bigger hole to walk through. So that's going to make it just as it's going to make it that much easier for the attackers to take on to the site.
And we're actually going to see a swap out from Doc to Bandit this round, hoping to deny that entry. But at the same time, it is a Thermite instead of Hibana, so it's going to be interesting seeing that matchup against each other and how they're going to get those walls open and possibly a Bandit trick happening.
Exactly. And I mean, yet again, it's quite easy to analyze an IF attack because, I mean, they don't really do too much differently each and every time that they attack a certain objective. They normally attack from the same way. They normally bring the exact same attacking operators for every single attack, and I mean, they do it very well. It's something that's very useful because if you have a lineup that's very versatile and able to attack many different bomb sites, it doesn't matter where the defense goes because you're going to have the right operator set up for it no matter what.
located a bomb.
Which is
And we're going to see the attempt on the thermite with the bandit nowhere near for the bandit trick. And it looks like it's going off, but the bandit trick does not happen in time, so we're going to have that wall open yet again.
Yep, so this time it's going to be a much bigger hole for Inrio to walk through, as he does try to go for a little bit of drone work here. Just trying to determine where exactly these defenders will be set up. As we'll spot out the the Echo drone, actually, as it does fall from the roof, but pre-fire is coming out here, as he does actually have the Legion playing inside a vault as the pre-fires come out onto the bar. So there is still the Maestro camera positioned on top of the bar, but with this angle being held here by the Blackbeard and I Am Razor, not sure how he got that kill through such a tight angle. The Echo drone will get taken down as the Sentier gets a knife onto Giddy. So a lot of well positioned here from the attackers as they're waiting for this plant to come down and just trying to spray desperately through the bar, but I don't believe that that's actually penetrable, so the plant will go down as Inrio does get the flank of Sentier. So an excellent push from him. Inrio trying to find the angle onto the man in vault, but placement just not going to be giving away the position just yet, as he does spot the head of the thermite, but no, Azur will take him down, and some excellent wallbangs from Azur. Going to light up the Legion quite a bit, but he is in a 1v3 situation against a Blackbeard, a Bug, and a thermite. Does actually spot the Blackbeard, it seemed, on main stairs, but Azur, another nice kill for him, will take down Crikey. So another excellent attack there from Investigation File.
Yeah, we've seen 3 rounds in a row now. That strat that they do, opening up that wall, is very hard to beat, and they're taking every advantage they can from it.
Exactly, exactly. So we will be seeing halftime here come out from both teams. As they'll switch sides now. We'll see Investigation File go on to defense, and Bands for M&K will go on to attack. So,
and we're going to see a trophy statuary hold coming out from Investigation File, as well as a Ying play from Crikey from Band for M&K. And the 6th picks go out Mute for Echo, as well as Ash for IQ.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So it looks like the first site will be the trophy and statuary room. So again, it's the most primary site for most teams. They're quite comfortable, I guess, with this site. Its positioning on the map, I guess, and with its ability to hold long angles, with especially the ACOGs. And Vivid, of course, going to be on the Maestro. It's an operator, which, I mean, we've seen a lot of people from Investigation File play it. We've seen Azur play it. We've seen Inrio play it. Even Giddy sometimes chooses to play Maestro, but normally it just depends on the site and how each of the players are going to choose to play in that round. But it looks like we're going to be seeing a quite spread out attack from Bands for M&K, as they're going to be pushing from both Master and the Study side of things. So it's interesting that they're going to be doing such a spread out push here.
We're going to see the Thermite from All Cap droning out Master Bedroom, seeing there's nobody in there. He is probably going to call out that there is that hole in the wall, though. And we're going to see the Blackbeard by placement on the window, as well as a player of Investigation File contesting that.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And we see one of the Investigation File players ready for that bandit trick, hoping that he can get the Thermites off and prevent, and it is going to be Azur, hoping that he can prevent that Thermite from getting into the wall. As the Thermite goes up,
the Thermite will go up and try to put that down, but Azur is ready, does still have 3 of his batteries left to use on this wall. As looks as though some of the Legion traps will get hit by some of the attackers, as the IQ here of UJG is going to be ready to try to find some of those. As there is still the Blackbeard playing on the astronomy window, so taking a book out of page out of Inrio's book here is Again, Iron Razor looks to possibly get aggressive onto the master door, but does get droned out and called out, so they will be aware that the Jaeger is trying to get aggressive here. Sentier will be positioned accordingly to try to deal with that. But a minute left, and the attack is starting to stall out here. As Investigation File still has very good positioning, and Azure ready for the battery to go down at any moment, and the attackers just don't seem to know what they're doing right now. They need to get Crikey in here, I would say, and get Crikey to throw some Candelas up. Yep, and that is exactly what he will do. So that's going to help disrupt the Bandit just a little bit, but it looks as though Zert might still actually get the exothermic charge, and he may have as the push starts to come out through Astronomy. Iron Razor going to get aggressive onto the master door and take down all cap as Giddy gets a kill for himself, and some more pre-fires from Iron Razor. Going to try to find the angles, but Sentier finds a kill for himself inside of Bathroom. So the push starts to come out as Crikey gets a kill onto Azure, so that's the Bandit taken down, but no more Thermite, so it's not going to really matter. Some final drone work possibly going to come out, but Vivid with the long angle inside of Trophy will take down Crikey. The Echo Drone still in play as Vivid gets another kill onto Sentier, so now it's just the Blackbeard pushing through Bathroom. Does find one onto Iron Razor, but will get taken down by Vivid as he pushes through the rotation hole inside of Astronomy. So an excellent defense there for Investigation File.
And we saw some beautiful plays by Vivid that round. Just as you said earlier, holding those long angles with that ACOG is just very, very hard to beat on this site. And Vivid will pick up that nice 3K for his team.
So it looks like we'll be seeing Aviator be the second site, as typical for IF. Is normally they like to go there or Kitchen for their defense.
And we're going to see Vivid performing well in the Maestro, so he is going to be playing that again. Most likely trying to deny the Thermite on the study wall, as well as a smoke 6th pick from Doc.
Yeah, we'll be seeing the 6th pick off of the Doc, so still the ACOG for Vivid it's something that we normally see him run quite often. So he does like his ACOG, especially the Doc as well. We normally see him run Doc quite often. So again, no Nitro. Actually, the Nitro will be on Azure, as it looks like we'll see impacts from Inrio. So that's going to show that they are going to want to use the impact trick, as there is only the Thermite for bans for M&K. So that's going to make it a lot easier to deny this wall from being opened up. Excellent read into the reveal phase from Investigation File. Again, it looks though we're going to be seeing the push come from the study room, as a lot of the attackers will be spawning out there. UJG, actually a Buck main himself, will be on the Blackbeard, so that's an interesting choice for him. As normally when I used to run into him in ranked when I played on Xbox, he was a very big Buck main, so it's interesting to see him play actually somebody else. Again, the push actually coming in from the art studio, as we're going to be seeing Placement make his way through the main stairs here, as he tries to make his way up towards the site. Possibly catch anybody off guard, but it looks like Crikey has already made his way in, so doesn't actually need to be any more careful than he already has been. But with a minute left in the round, still plenty of time for the attacking to come out, as Vivid will spot out a few drones. And we normally see Vivid play very strongly on the 90 Hall, as the first impact trick will come out from Inrio. So that's going to be the first exothermic charge. Actually, yes, this is the first exothermic charge. So still one more left. And if there is a impact on Giddy, he could possibly get this out. And it looks as though he won't be able to stop that exothermic charge, so Placement gets a nice push in through that hole and will get the kill onto the Bandit. So excellent play there from him as he tries to flash in on to the smoke plank just behind the bar.
And it looks like they're in the stages of the retake now, as we see Inrio as well as the Legion rotating back towards the site to help with the hold, since they did get that study wall open. But it looks like that we have multiple of players from the Band for MNK side trying to push that study wall to get that plant down.
It looks like I Am Razor will get the first kill for his team on the roam, it seems, actually, onto placement. So that's the Ash checking out and could possibly get an easy kill on to the the Thatcher. An excellent shot from I Am Razor as it looks as though the Ying has been down. So it's just the Thermite now. So what looked like a round for Bands for MNK will be a round for Investigation File, and we will possibly be seeing match point. So just 30 seconds left, and again, a 1v4 stuck in the smoke as it looks as though I Am Razor wants to get aggressive here inside of Study. He's hungry for that kill. The pre-fire is coming out. Not sure where the Thermite is exactly. Doesn't look like anybody is, but no, Inrio will get that easy kill onto All Cap as it seems as if Crikey just fell off the roof. So again, a very interesting round for Bands for MNK.
Yeah, yet again, another great round for Investigation File. They held that beautifully with the impact tricks.
Yeah, those impact tricks really slowed down that attack and was able to give them a little bit more time than I think they would have imagined to defend that site.
Definitely a bit more prep time so that they could get their angles set and be ready for the push.
Exactly, exactly.
And it looks like they're going Dining Kitchen Room, and we're going to see a 6th pick from Doc to Pulse, most likely playing upstairs. Trying to hold so that they can't get those holes in the floors.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So again, the third site being Kitchen, as has been said, it's not too it's not the most unusual site. It's normally what you see come right after you defend Aviator. It's normally a third site for most teams, especially if you do have a Mira. It's normally a third site, but I mean, Aviator and Kitchen can be kind of switched back and forth between each other, and normally it's
Attackers have recovered their
I mean, normally it's the two that are the second site, and normally it's Trophy that's the first.
And it looks like we're going to be seeing a full Ruin push going from one side of the map to the next, coming out from Band for MNK.
Exactly, exactly.
You got them looking for them runouts, sledging that glass pane.
Exactly, just making sure that the glass isn't going to be hurting any of his teammates as they pass through the main corridor there. But again, looks like we're going to be seeing the laundry take and possibly the top floor. I mean, that's fairly standard for the trophy to attract onto trophy and statuary when the site is in Kitchen, just to get those angles from above and allow the sledge of Sentir to really cause some havoc down below. Again, 1 minute into the round and still no picks on the board just yet. Vivid on the pulse actually is just waiting for the sledge to make a mistake on the top floor and does actually spot out one of the players and will go for the rotate to try to use this nitro. So rotations being made as we speak as Azura is also ready with the nitro cell in hand. So a lot of destruction through the floor as Azura is just waiting for someone to peek and sledge open this angle. But looks as though Sentir will actually be rotating back here as we speak, so this could be a free kill for Azur if he's able to get that Nitro Cell up. The Nitro Cell will come up, and it will just miss the sledge, so poor placement there from Azur will allow the sledge to make it away with his life. And he will rotate over and kind of contest with the Hibana, but no, an excellent shot from UJG onto Azur, lands the headshot perfectly, so a 4v5 in favor of the attack, but the Hibana is going to have to still deal with the person inside of the closet, but no, he slaps down Inrio as well, so 2 kills for UJG on the round as it's now a 3v5. Razor is going to start to make his way up these main stairs, and it looked as though UJG was ready for this, but no, he's actually looking the wrong direction. This is going to be an easy kill for I Am Razor, but no, he doesn't actually look up the stairs. Giddy gonna get that pistol kill onto all caps, so it's a 2v4 now in the Legion trap inside of the Hibana. Will force her to pull it out, but an excellent kill from Crikey as he gets immediately refragged by Giddy. Still low HP for the attackers, but the grenade from Sentir is perfectly paced, and that'll take down Giddy. So attacking round in favor of bans for M&K comes on the technical offsite, I would say, for IF.
That was a very good play call for ban from M&K because they saw that there was nobody upstairs and they took advantage of that. I think that IF definitely gave up upstairs a little too easily that round, and it cost them.
I would agree for sure, as you've got to be able to control upstairs for as long as possible, because those angles from the top floor are just too hard to contest with, as it's those angles are just too hard to contest with the top floor. And if you're able to get those anchors out of their standard position, it forces them into your other players holding hallways and whatnot. So it was excellent play there from Bands from NK, able to open up that top floor.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So again, going to be seeing the astronomy, or I guess the statue and trophy room again for investigation file as they look to take off this mat and move on to the semifinals. Not sure exactly who they will face next, as the maps are still all being decided at the current moment, but it will be interesting to see exactly who they decide to play against, or who they will play against, if they do make it there. We still have possibly 3 more rounds until overtime if Bands from MK is able to go on a run, but it's not as likely at the current moment.
Yeah, we definitely saw a good hold from Investigation File last time they went to sites. They're going to be looking to do that yet again and hope to close out this game at a score of 7-3.
Yep, exactly, and looks as though we're going to be seeing a master take yet again, as UJG on the Hibana will be just repelling up to the balconies. Again, it's a weird spawn from Bands from MK. They all seem to spawn quite far away from each other and seem to come together at the very end as they make their way towards the building. But again, going to be seeing placement, making a little bit of work here on the Maestro camera. So that's going to be one less Maestro camera for Vivid to deal with, as that will be taken out fairly early on. Still has one position inside of the bathroom, and I Am Razor on the deep roam on the Jaeger. Does spot that this door is actually open, and possibly that somebody is going to be making their way in. But it's interesting actually to see that we have Inrio on the Echo. Normally we see him on the Jaeger and on a deep roam, but with I Am Razor on the team, it just brings a little bit more of a different dynamic, I would say, for the team chemistry.
Yeah, we're gonna see Vivid. Hopefully, Vivid gets picked, but immediately placement gets his pick onto all caps, and that will be taking out the Thermite that quick in the round, as well as a pick onto the Maestro, denying that long angle that he held and got the 3K from last rounds.
The wall has already been opened up though, so the Thermite pick not as crucial as I would say the Maestro, but so they're gonna have to be fighting from behind now. Investigation File will, but not a position which we see them too unaccustomed to, as placement going to be making his way right in through the master bedroom, and they still also do have Inrio on the Echo, so the Echo drone still in play and the ACOG still at large, as Azure actually going for the pre-fires onto UJG and just trying to see if they can't find the angle there. As Crikey gonna be throwing in the last Candelas. It looks like he actually gets flashed by a normal flashbang from his teammate, so a misplay there from the attack, as placement will get gunned down from Astronomy, it seemed, trying to make his way in for the plant. The Bandit ready to pounce on to any more attackers trying to make their way through the main wall, as the attack is starting to stall out here with the Downs player, and not too sure where exactly to go from here, as it looks as though the Legion will get a kill, but Azure and I Am Razor get 2 kills actually, as it's now just Sentir in a 1 versus 4, and he's just gonna sprint out of the building as Giddy is aggressive. He wants the frag, and Giddy will get it onto Sentir, and that will be the end of this map. An excellent matchup there between IF and Bands for M&K, but Investigation File wins it out with a score of 7-3. So excellent play there from the top fraggers of I Am Razor and Giddy. They both dropped 10 kills, and not too far behind was Vivid, Inrio, and Azur, all fairly going positive / even. So a very, very strong game there from Investigation File. Any closing words, J-Tier, my man?
That was a beautiful game. I definitely enjoyed watching it, casting it. It was awesome, man.
Exactly. Again, we'll still be casting later today. I believe I'll have somebody different with me, possibly, but if not, we may as well. Might be seeing my boy J-Tier here yet again, but again, that will be our matchup for today, and we'll be streaming possibly Deathly's quarterfinal match a little bit later on, so make sure you come back and tune in for that. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all shortly.